And I'm going to share 4 tips with you guys today to help. So if you are struggling with gut issues, I can help alleviate some of that pain and frustration and stress for you if you are traveling this summer.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Nourished and Thriving Show. I'm your host, Katie Lovett. I'm a registered dietitian on a mission to help you increase your impact and legacy on the world while healing your gut and reducing your IBS symptoms. I'm so grateful to have you here. Each week, I'll inspire you to live vibrantly and provide valuable resources and information that empowers you to take bold action towards your health goals. Before we dive in, make sure you follow or subscribe to my show wherever you're listening so you never miss an episode. Ready? Let's go!
Hey guys, welcome back to today's show. I have a guest co-host with me. If you guys are watching my YouTube channel, you can see her. This is Coco. She is my first baby. She's 14 and a half, and she is the cutest dumpling. And I think she's actually only in here. Yeah, look at you, perk your ears up. She sees my cutie oranges that are on my desk, and she wants one. And so she's in here trying to get all snuggly. Anyway, she sleeps a lot of the time. So anytime she meanders into the office to be near me, I always want to pick her up and pet her. She's so soft. So there's your daily dose of cuteness. I hope you guys have a pet friend that you can snuggle and pet. So today I actually am also holding her because we just got back from a big trip and we were gone for a week, and we left Bo and her with my parents, and it was so hard to leave them. Like, obviously Coco couldn't go with us. Oh, she wants to go now. Obviously Coco couldn't go with us because we were at Disney World. And really, we just decided Bo couldn't go either because we were doing like 12 to 14-hour days. There's lots of walking. And it was one of those trips I just really wanted to like go and do it all out because our oldest daughter just turned 8 this week. And I know she's going to be really over the princess stuff in just a couple of years. Like, Disney World is always magical no matter your age. But I wanted her to get to do the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique and Cinderella's Royal Table and the whole thing before she outgrows it all the way. And she's definitely not as girly as my middle child. But anyway, I just knew Bo would not be able to hang. And Coco has had congestive heart failure for almost 2 years now. And we honestly were a little bit surprised that she's still around doing as great as she's doing. So anyway, love those moments with our puppies. We miss them a lot, but we had a really good trip. And I wanted to actually talk about travel with you guys today. It's summer. Depending on where you're at in the country, your summer may be just getting started. That was kind of why we went to Disney World in early June, as I was banking on a lot of kids still being in school and it not being quite as crazy. But your summer may just be getting started, or you may be kind of getting into the middle of summer now. Like here in Texas, we've only got about 6 weeks left before school starts, which is bananas to me. But here we are. So travel is coming up, and if you have a hot mess gut, you may be kind of losing your mind a little bit, stressed out, anxious, or maybe even decided that you're not going to travel anywhere this summer. If that's you, it doesn't have to be that way. I've worked with so many people where when we first started working together, they were scared to travel. I even had a client once where she needed to fly to go visit her sister, and she had such bad anxiety. Like, she made it all the way to the gate and had to leave. Like, she checked in for her flight, the whole thing, was at the airport, had to leave because she was like, what happens if I have a flare and the fasten seatbelt sign is on and I can't get up and go to the bathroom? And she just couldn't handle it. And by the time we were done working together, she went to go visit her sister and it went great. And she didn't have any issues. Her anxiety was in a much better place. So I share that story to inspire you as well, that if traveling feels out of reach for you right now, it doesn't have to be forever. And I'm going to share 4 tips with you guys today to help. So if you are struggling with gut issues, I can help alleviate some of that pain and frustration and stress for you if you are traveling this summer. So first up, chew your food. How many of you guys knew I was going to say that first? Probably a lot if you've been around here for very long. You guys know, like, this is a humongous important thing. If you are not properly chewing your food, you're increasing the burden on your gut. And if your gut's already a hot mess, you're not doing yourself any favors. Chew your food 30 to 40 times. Whoa, hello, weird frog. 30 to 40 times per bite. And try to be relaxed whenever you're eating. Try not to be stressed. Try not to be rushing. Try not to be doing, a bunch of random different things. Like sit down, take a breath, enjoy your meal, chew it, enjoy the flavors, savor each bite. If you're also on a weight loss journey, doing those things is actually going to help you eat less because you're going to feel more satisfied, not because you're having to restrict, which is awesome. So chew your food really, really well. Second tip for travel with IBS is take your supplements with you. Cut down to kind of the bare bones. Just take with you the things that you really, really need. And they make the really great like pill cases that have individual days that you can just pull out and stick in your day pack. So I had like a backpack with me that we took to Disney World, and I just took my supplements with me. I took my fish oil, my multivitamin, my probiotic, and my digestive enzymes with me. And that way it was really easy to just take them on the go whenever we were out eating in the park. So those are the first two. Tip 3 is stay hydrated. Take a water bottle with you if it's someplace like is actually a tip that my neighbor gave us for Disney World that worked great. So I got those like twist top water bottles, and I got lanyards for them. All of it's just on Amazon. And I got a big carabiner hook, and we looped all the lanyards through the carabiner hook. And we actually did have a stroller. We had a double stroller with us in Disney World because our kids are 5 and at the time 7. Now she's 8. And that's a lot of walking for little legs. So we hooked that carabiner onto the stroller. And so then whenever we went to go fill up the water bottles, it was super easy to just unhook that carabiner, take all the bottles over to the bottle filling station or the Starbucks or whatever, and fill all of them up at once. So there's a tip for you. Stay hydrated. You can buy like trace minerals or electrolyte packets to add into your water if you're traveling and you don't have access to really, good quality filtered water while you're out and about. That can help mask any weird flavors from the water that's just different compared to how your water normally tastes. Hello. So those are a couple of tips. So stay hydrated, make sure you're drinking, check your urine color when you're going to the bathroom. It should be light yellow to clear. If it's not, you'll know like, hey, I need to really focus a little bit more on water intake today or tomorrow because it was something that I kind of let slip. If you're not drinking enough water, your gut health is going to be worse. Your bloating is going to be worse, all of that. So make sure you're drinking really well. Lay off the sugary stuff, as best as you can. Limit it to like 1 treat a day, whether it's something sweet or, savory or a sugary drink or something like that. It is vacation. If you're traveling somewhere fun, I want you to enjoy it, but don't just go completely overboard because then you might regret that and feel miserable. And I don't want that for you. I have one more tip for you guys and a resource that's free that I want to share. But before I share that, you know what time it is. If you have been listening to this podcast for a while and really enjoying it and getting a lot out of it, hit pause, go give me a 5-star review and rating, please. It means so much to me. I really, really appreciate it. There is my big ask before I give you guys some more free stuff. So hit pause, come back. Okay. All right. So the fourth and final tip is, you guys know this and you probably already do it, but check out menus ahead of time so you can have a plan. So whenever you're not getting to the restaurant, you're like panicked and stressed and rushed, and everyone else is like ready to order and they're waiting on you. And then you're frantically just ordering something random that you're not necessarily feeling great about. With that, maybe you don't know what your triggers are yet. Maybe you don't know what foods make you feel better and worse. Spend some time before your trip, like writing out a safe foods list. It can be on the notes app on your phone. It can be on some notebook paper. and take it with you on your trip. So if you are in a situation that is impromptu or different than what you had planned, because things happen on trips. Maybe your flight's delayed and you're stuck in the airport like it was for us. Like we stayed in the airport. We were supposed to leave at 8 p.m. We didn't leave until 11, and so our kids were hungry. They don't struggle with gut issues, so it wasn't a big deal. But if we had been really hungry and struggling with, gut issues, it would have been great to have a list of things, that we know we can get. So take that list with you. Check out menus ahead of time. A lot of the time, especially in a place like Disney World, they have so many allergy-friendly options. And most restaurants these days do as well, because people avoid gluten more commonly than they used to, and dairy. And the restaurant industry is just more accommodating than they've ever been before. So there's a really good chance that if you ask for a substitution, that they will have something for you. So yeah, write down your list of foods that is like go to, that you can do. I've even had people, if there's just a handful of foods that you cannot have, actually watch like 20 plus hours of YouTube videos preparing for our Disney World trip. Just a little bit of a researcher in case you didn't know that about me. And one of the ladies I was watching, her family has a lot of food allergies, and she has like a little card with each person's picture and what they're allergic to. This may feel overkill if it's not something that you're struggling with as intensely, but if you have like legit food allergies or a certain food or two that will cause major issues if you eat it accidentally, it may not be a bad idea to just have a little card that you can just hand to the waiter. She did their pictures because I think there were several family members with food allergy issues and they were different. So that way the waiter could remember like, oh yeah, you had this and you had that. And it just helped make it easier. So that may not be a bad idea either, is to come up with a card of things you can't have to give a waiter or, waitress. So those are my top 4 tips. Chew your food, take your necessary supplements with you, stay hydrated, check out the menus ahead of time, take a list of foods with you that are safe, are not safe, whatever makes more sense to you. And if you need some more concrete ideas for snacks or foods on the go, things like that, I actually have a free resource that I would love to share with you. So I am going to, I have it over on my Instagram page. I think that this is going to be the easiest thing. I have it on Instagram. Go over there, get in touch with me, and just tell me you want the travel guide. And I have a 4-page travel guide PDF that has snacks and tips and ideas that I'll just send it to your email and you can take it with you and get some more concrete help. So if you are stressed out about travel and your family really wants to go somewhere and it's just this big stressor for you, I hope that this has been helpful, because making those memories with your family and going and exploring this beautiful world is such a gift. And I really, really want for you to be able to go do that. So I hope that this is helpful, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you so much for listening to the entire episode. I hope you are feeling inspired and empowered to take bold action towards your health goals. If you enjoy what you heard, don't forget to follow my show so you never miss a new episode. And it would mean the world to me if you left me a review so others knew what to expect from my show. Last, get in touch. Let me know what bold action you're taking. Let me know how you're inspired. Follow me on Instagram at the_healthygut_dietitian. I've put a link in my show notes for you so you can simply click and follow. Come say hi. I respond to all my messages and I can't wait to get in touch.